my friend from Senegal, the status is a permanent one, provided that you present your quadriennial report. So meaning that you presented your report and your report is approval, you go through the next 4 years, and provided that you don't break any of the ECOSOC rules. This is a what we've been speaking about, but in general terms, this is permanent. You asked also what kind of activities we can do. And in fact, you are entitled to do any kind of activity within the whole UN family. So normally, let's say, human rights organizations work with the Human Rights Council, but you can also work with a High Commissariat on Refugees, on the ILO, on the World Health Organization. So you'll be able to work with the whole UN family. It's not based on child rights or on human rights. Yes, and thank you all for this very interesting question on how you also put and you set your agenda. You do that through networking, to have a good contact, fluid contact with diplomats. So it's also important, to move, this, let's say, this raw political power, that it's vested on the states, so that you convince them on your agenda. And for example, that you do smart side events. In practical terms, if you think the UN should adopt a new concept or a new, approach, you go and let's say you speak with a given special rapporteur. You try to convince that this topic is of relevance, that the rapporteur carries a study about that topic, so that and then you present it with your own studies and reports. You can also do a side event with that view. For example, the rapporteur, so it's like, step by step. The rapporteur presented the topic and and the report on your advocacy issue is interesting. You do a side event and then you invite the rapporteur, you invite a mission, you invite interested NGOs. You do an oral statement. So, for example, this concept on the right of the child unfortunately goes only that far. We propose this new approach like this and that. And of course, knowing the timing to do it, to do that at the right places. Through that, you build your own network, and then you can, But be aware the process in Geneva is very slow, so it takes years until a new topic is adopted, a new approach is adopted. So just be, advise you really patience.